In life, we all believe that being honest and hardworking is enough. We think as long as we don't cheat anyone, life will eventually reward us. But life doesn't test us only through our actions. It tests us through our thoughts. Sometimes just one quiet thought, one hidden temptation decides our entire future. This is the story of a man who lost everything. Not because he was dishonest, but because he allowed one thought to stay in his mind for too long. Many years ago, in a busy city near the coast, lived a man named Arjun. Arjun worked as a night security guard in an old warehouse district. His salary was small, his room was tiny, and his life was lonely. But Arjun had one thing he was proud of: his integrity. Every night, while the city slept, Arjun walked the empty corridors of warehouses, checking locks, recording entries, and doing his duty sincerely. He often said to himself, "I may be poor, but my character is rich." One rainy night, Arjun was called by his supervisor. "There's a new warehouse opening tonight," he said. "Inside are some sealed storage lockers. Your job is simple. Guard the place until morning. Do not touch anything. The owner will come tomorrow." Arjun nodded and took the keys. The warehouse was silent. No workers, no lights except one dim bulb. In the corner were 3 large steel lockers, each sealed with heavy locks. Hours passed. Around midnight, the power went out. Arjun sat in silence, listening to the rain hit the roof. His eyes kept drifting toward the lockers. "Why are they so heavily locked?" he wondered. He shook his head. "Not my business." But then another thought came. If they're this protected, they must be valuable. Arjun stood up and walked closer, just to look. One locker had a small tag, "Confidential." Another, "Legal property." The third had no label at all. His heart beat faster. Just looking isn't wrong, he told himself. But looking became imagining. What if there's money inside? What if it's something illegal? What if the owner is corrupt? Then the most dangerous thought appeared. Even if I open one locker, who will know? Arjun stepped back. "No," he whispered. "I don't do this." He returned to his chair, but his mind stayed with the lockers. Minutes passed, then hours. The rain stopped. The silence became heavier. Arjun stood up again. "I've protected other people's property my whole life," he thought. "What has honesty ever given me? A small room, a tired body, no future." His hand reached into his pocket. The master key. His mind screamed warning signs, but his thoughts had already taken control. He opened the third locker. Inside was nothing. Empty. Confused, he opened the second locker. Inside were documents, land papers, legal files, government stamps. He hesitated. Then he opened the first locker. Inside was a single black envelope. His hands trembled as he opened it. Inside was a letter. It read, "If you are reading this, it means you failed the test. This warehouse belongs to me. I am conducting a private integrity evaluation to select a chief security officer for my national logistics company. The lockers were intentionally placed to test restraint, not honesty. The candidate who guarded them without opening even one would have been offered a position worth more than 10 years of salary, along with full benefits and housing." Arjun felt the ground slip beneath his feet. At the bottom of the letter were 3 words: "Temptation always whispers." The lights suddenly turned on. Footsteps echoed. The owner walked in with the supervisor. They looked at the open lockers. Arjun couldn't speak. He had not stolen anything. He had not taken a single paper. But he had opened the lock, and that was enough. The supervisor quietly said, "Your shift ends tonight." Arjun walked out into the early morning light with empty hands and a heavy heart. He realized something painful. It wasn't poverty that defeated him. It wasn't bad luck, it was one thought he didn't stop in time. Sometimes life doesn't punish us immediately, it waits, it watches, and then it tests us in silence. Remember, it's not always the world that ruins us. Most of the time, it's one thought we fail to control. Protect your mind, because your future is built there first. If this story made you think, if it reminded you to pause before you act, then don't keep it to yourself. Like the video, share it with someone who needs this message. And subscribe to Grinchworm, where stories don't just entertain, they wake you up. Until next time, stay patient, stay disciplined, and never underestimate the power of your thoughts.